Hello guys, welcome to an unboxing video. So this is Warhammer 40,000 Indomitus. It just came in the post today. I was at work, so I literally only unwrapped the plastic off it there. Okay, pretty stoked for this. I'm splitting it with one of the boys, so I won't be owning the Necrons. And this is some really grim artwork. This guy looks proper, like chaotic. This guy here is obviously a blood angel. You can see a little blood drop in his chest. This fella's like praising his chainsword, which is weird. We're down to Dreadnought in the background. Oh yeah, obviously they're blood angels. Look at the thing here. I just wish they had a coloured version of this. It would have been amazing. And that's the same on the other side. Okay, cool. So that's the cover thing, and oh my god, there was so much sprues in this. So one of the boys is getting the Necrons. I'm going to paint up my Space Marines as Space Sharks or Carcardons or whatever they're called. I don't know how to say it. This looks like the fourth. Right, so first sprue out of the box looks like it's all three of the unturnable Space Marine bikes. So they have bolt pistols. The models actually look pretty chunky. You got your standard Space Marine engine there, nice globe. The legs are actually built onto the side panel of the bike, because on the old Space Marine bikes you used to make the rider and sit him onto the bike. Some chainswords. They've nice. It's almost like the Sigmarine armor, kind of a vambrace kind of piece, which is cool. Massive exhausts. Honda Civic bikes. I might for the crack paint it like a Honda H on them. I'm sure everyone will get the reference. This must be the Assault Marines. So you've got a mechanical arm with a plasma pistol here. A chainsword. That chainsword actually has the top, or like a hip armor plate on it, so it looks like that's actually mag locked to their leg. This guy is pretty cool. He's got a mohawk and he's like screaming. Then just standard helmets and stuff. Primaris helmets. They have the vambrace armor piece as well, which is nice. This must be part of the sergeant, because he has a little piece of different armor on his chest. I really like this. They've actually started making the helmets. That's a hip piece, so it's like mag locked onto his hip. That is really cool. The guy I'm doing the Necrons for, I'm painting them. It's a commission, so they'll be getting done for us before I even get looking at building these guys. And then that's the same sprue again. So then this is the character sprue. So you have, this could be the sergeant. So you've got a plasma pistol. No, that's not. That's the Volkite pistol. You got the massive storm shield. You got the sword. The sword's obviously in its tabard on his leg somewhere. You got a Necron skull with a hole in it for the base, I imagine. You got the little chest armor piece. A massive iron halo on the backpack. That's obviously the holster then for the Volkite blaster. Look at his helmet now. And that basically, it looks almost identical to the helmet that used to come with the Venerable Dreadnought sprue. It's got like the three things on the side. And then on this side we have a Necron character who has some kind of big death gun, because I definitely know my Necrons. His chest piece has different little bits of wires on it there. You can see the Necron logo in the middle. His head isn't smooth, he's got like a divide in the middle of it. Obviously to denote the fact that he's not a normal guy. He's got the standard GW, I'm standing on a rock hero pose. Got some cables that go around into his back and his like mail cape, which is pretty cool. We have another character sprue here. This is what essentially looks like the same body as the last Necron, but he's just standing on the other rock. He's got a massive war sight, and I presume this bit here goes onto his spine. What is that? Oh, there's an actual absolutely tiny little scarab here. If it will focus, that's a tiny little scarab on a rock. Oh, that's part of like his arm, which is weird. He must have like a shield arm. That's his other hand going into his head. And then he has a slightly different chest piece. He's got mail on his chest piece instead of his cloak. And then that's his head here. So he's got like a little Egyptian kind of head guard thing going on. Then for the Space Marine, so you have a more intricate iron halo. So this guy's obviously the captain. You've got the dead Marine for the shield. You've got the rock for his base. You've got power sword, back cloak. You have a choice of 3 helmets with this guy. So you have his actual face. You have a helmet with like a Black Templar logo on the side of it. Let's see if I can get that into focus. Just make it out there, and then the helmet with the raised visor bit. Then you have a Necron. He was in a heap on his base, and that's the front of the shield. I wonder if you can glue the Necron to the shield. That would be interesting. Instead of the skeleton, I might look at doing that, because I have 2 sets of this, so I might try and convert one of them up just to look slightly different. I'm just going to move some stuff around and we'll be right back. Okay, so next up we have yeah, that's just going to be too hard. I have no knowledge of Necron models bar like warriors and stuff, but this this piece here I know is from like the, it's not the tube guys. Okay. So these guys have the war sights. So these are obviously the 3-legged dudes that have the war sights. I thought because of that piece it was the like the oil drum looking fellas, but it's not. So there's actually like pock marks and battle damage on all of the legs, and even on the arms as well. There's a small bit on some of the blades. So this guy must be the unit leader because he has the bigger sword. Same chest piece as the characters. There's like a hip assembly there that obviously all the legs click into or clip into. There's a back panel piece, and the spinal cord seems to go down into like a little taser. And then there's the plas generator thing that they have. These are actually really cool models. I love the battle damage on them. So that's them guys. This here, like judging by the fact that these are massive and there's this massive contraption up here, this is the War of the Worlds style guys. Now you can see here there is absolutely crazy battle damage in these models, and this is like sculpted battle damage. Oh, this could actually be the character guy and not the War of the Worlds thing. It's hard to work out. This looks like an AdMech, you know, the Gunbot's hand that's absolutely destroyed. He's a massive chest piece compared to the other ones with like scorpion like mail down the front of it. The cloak thing is a lot more intricate than the other ones. His like whole back and shoulders thing is massive compared to the other guys at the sides we were just looking at. He's kind of got like a staff and more intricate mail. Unless there's two guys on this, which it could be. One of them might be the big character guy, and the other one could be, is it the Plasmancer is what they're called? There's a massive long talon here. Cabling, a big chunky blade. There's a little head with like an eye globe on it. Because when I seen these two big leg pieces, I just presumed it was the giant walker thing. Because even these panels here are massive, but I could be wrong. I'll know in a few minutes once we start getting assembling things. But these are unreal. I love this head here. It just looks so badass. Little engine things, and then there's like Necron Warrior legs here. Like they could be for the character guy, which would make sense. So this could be the big character, and then like a little Plasmancer guy. But I'll get building them as soon as I finish this video, and then I'll be able to actually tell you what's what. So this sprue looks pretty straightforward, repeated obviously. You have the new scarabs here, which is pretty cool. So it's 1, 2, 3, 3 of them on this sprue, and then you have, I think these, I don't know if they're immortals, I want to say they're immortals, or they're the new warriors. They've got bayonets that are battered on their Gauss rifles, or I think it's Gauss, isn't it? You've got some of them with like cables hanging down out of the chest compartments. There's holes and stuff in the heads, like the heads are pitted with battle damage as well. And then obviously these are bigger guns, so they have arms with like handles that slot into them. These are actually really cool. I may regret selling these. Which is, yeah. This guy here has like no bottom jaw, but all his cables are hanging out. And then this guy over here has a lot of damage to his head. He's pretty goose looking. They're really cool looking. It looks like that sprue is in there twice. And these things here, like the little rock formations, look like they're probably for the scarabs, which would make sense. And then, yeah, the last sprue piece is the rest of the Marines. So you have what I think is the fancy chaplain, whose armour is really intricate. And I like his big beat stick. This is the problem of the community lately, the melter rifle, which is ridiculous. You have the great longsword, which is really cool. Unless he's not the chaplain guy. He's got a book on his back. Then obviously there's the gigantic banner. I presume that's his front kind of cape and all. You've got a Dorn's hand here, just in case you're an Imperial Fist fan, you finally have that. That's the front and back of this guy. For the crack, I'm going to paint this guy up to look like Anakin in Revenge of the Sith, because I seen a meme when he was walking in with the sword down into the Jedi Temple, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, because why not. This is Gravis armour anyway. I think that's for the guys with the melter rifles, because you just need heavy armour not to blow yourself backwards when you're firing a rifle that's basically got the power of a sun. But the leg piece seems to consist of a leg and half of the upper torso in one chunk, which is mental. And then there's power sword arms, obviously for the guys that come with these shields. I think they're the blade guard, isn't it? So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 3 shields there anyway. There's a really intricate backpack here with a lot of scrolls on it. There's the clock, like a sand timer kind of clock. There's definitely a word on that. There's another intricate iron halo piece. There's a weird like rounded skull, unless it's an ornament for the, is it the Judicator chaplain? For his chest. Heads are on the other side, so most of the heads seem to be like from the venerable Dreadnought sprue. That looks like an aggressor's helmet with the rebreather pieces, which is obviously for the melta guys, because they're going to need that. The iron halo on this guy here is like tilted, which is really cool because it actually looks like he's a halo. Then there's the weird like bone skull looking head for the chaplain guy, but I might stick a helmet on it from my bits box just to spice it up a bit. I presume this holstered weapon up here is the oh, that must be a knee pad then, is what that looks like. So that's a knee pad, and that's a maglock holster for, I hope, a Volkite pistol, which is really cool. I'm really actually excited to get building these. I presume this head here is for a character because if you can see it there, it's got all cables and stuff running up the side of it into a rebreather and a bionic eye, which is really cool. So that's the last of the Sprue. So I'm going to pull the box back over. We have the exact same poster again, same on both sides, which is cool because now I have two of them. And then this is what we have in here, so I can turn it around the right way, may help. Warhammer 40,000 Edge of Silence. Oh, that guy is baller. I'm going to open this. These Necron guys look ace. Okay, so this bit is separate to the instructions. This is your instructions here. Yeah, so this must be the big guy here. There's two other little tube guys. There's like a character sniper. This is the guy I was saying, look, absolutely baller. Look how badass he looks. Absolute beast. He just looks like he lives in the gym. And I like this here, the cloth being underneath the chest armour. It's really cool as well. This is like a chaplain, a Primaris chaplain Cassius, I think. So I must read up the rules now, and yeah, there's the mag-locked chainsword first thing, but I'm going to stop rambling about the instructions. So I actually have not read up a whole pile on this. I just kind of got sick of looking at stuff on Instagram. I was like, I'll wait until I get it, and now I'm kind of regretting that because I don't know what this is. Silent Kingdom, so obviously this is lore and stuff. Just different pictures. That goes through the army composition. So your Overlord is number 1. Right, so that's the beast guy up here. That's the guy I really like. Your Royal Warden is the guy with the heavy weapon up here. Plasmancer is number 3. Yeah, that's the guy I thought had the real intricate cloak. A Scorpec Lord is number 4. So that's the big guy with the gigantic claw. So he has a claw, a big beat stick, and a gun, just to make sure he covers all the bases. Necron Warriors, use 2 squads of them, 20 of them. Scorpec Destroyers, so you've 3 of them guys who just look like the Scorpion King on less weight in the gym every day, and more swords. A Plasma Sight is number 7. So that's the little thing with the glowy plasma ball thing. I don't know what that does, but it kind of scares me, the fact that there's only 1 and it's on its own out there. 8 is Crypto Trolls. Crypto Trolls number 8. So that's the barrel people with the cool helmet that I really liked. Canoptic Scarab Swarms, so that's them. And then the Canoptic Reanimator. It's the War of the Worlds thing. If you were playing War Machine and you don't include the War of the Worlds soundtrack when you move that around, it's just War Machine, Warhammer. There's something wrong. So it's just going through the Blood Angels. So Primaris Captain, yeah, that's the guy with the shield in front of him. Primaris Lieutenant is the guy with the Volkite pistol. Primaris Chaplain is number 3. So it's just a basic Primaris Chaplain, which is cool because I can convert him up to be something else because I have 2 of them. The Judiciar is the Anakin guy. So I'm going to paint his whole sword up to be blue and see if I can get his hand down a bit. So it looks like he's just walking with the sword down by his side. 5 is Assault Intercessor Squad. That's a 10-man squad, which is really cool. They have a plasma pistol in there. Everyone else seems to have, they just look like a heavier version of, what's the guys that cause terror? I can't think of them. It's the little Reavers. It just looked like a full-on version of a Reaver instead of a Scout. Then there is the Blade Guard Ancient, is the banner bearer who has Dorn's hand. And the Blade Guard Veteran Sergeant is number 7. Okay, so he has a shield and a sword, and then There's obviously 2 Blade Guard with him. Number 8 is the Outrider Squad, which is the Honda Civic motorbikes, and then number 9 is the Eradicator Squad. Yeah, so the Sergeant has an unhelmeted head with loads of cabling and a bionic eye. Well, considering the fact these guys are wearing a rebreather and he's not, that says something about him definitely getting radiation from that gun. And then this is like the codex for them. So you've got their weapon stats, you've got their abilities. Instead of just having he has an invulnerable save, the Judiciary has blade parry. This model has a 4+ invulnerable save against melee weapons. That's pretty cool. Tempo Mortis. At the start of each phase, select one enemy within unit within 6 inches. That unit cannot fight until all other eligible units have done so that phase. So he basically shuts them down at the start of the thing, which is really good. Primary champion. So that's literally tells you what each of them does, their character profile, their weapon profiles, and their abilities. So this is the, like literally the codex thing, which is really cool. What does that guy do? What is he? Canoptic plasma sight. So basically he goes around, injects people with his little rage juice and then runs away and lets them destroy things. So he's just like a little cattle prod for your Necrons. Right, so that's what's in that. That's instructions. Oh, look at this. So the bases are actually in, and the bases all have slots. They're in little cardboard, like corners instead of plastic bags. Oh my god, look at this. And there's more underneath. This is probably the rulebook. So you've Abaddon and Rowboat Girly Man fighting in space above some chaos and Imperial forces, and this spaceship here is part of a planet. It's got that new book smell, thankfully. That means it wasn't used. Well, this is really striking on the first page. I'm going to move the box out of the way and then we'll have a quick flip through this. So then, Indomitus, a new Warhammer 40,000 novel from Gav Thorpe. Special edition, hardback edition, ebook and audiobook available to order on June 2020. Cool. I will not buy that straight away because I haven't read Plague War, so I don't know what I've missed. But that's pretty cool. Look forward to that. There is an absolutely gigantic Space Marine decal sheet. I'm just looking because I'm going to paint my guys up with space sharks. I wanted to see if there was anything space sharky on this, but no. It's a bit of a shame. I'm sure I can use the numbers and stuff for it. Right, well that's that, and then they have the same picture from the cover of the core book, is what it's actually called, not the rule book there, and there's more bases. So that's the box out of the way. So this is the rule book, and that's how big it is. Absolutely gigantic. So those. So you have Dark Imperium, the Saga Imperialis, Warriors of the Emperor. The Lost and the Damned have a 20-page section, which is cool. I thought that was the Legion of the Damned. Yeah, never mind. Then there's, so that's basically the Warriors of the Emperor is, you have your Adeptus Astartes, Death Watch, Grey Knights, Custodes. This is all your Chaos Legions, and then Xenos Invaders is about all the Xenos races, and then it goes into the rules. Then you have your open play, match play, narrative play. Narrative play has a lot. And then there's a rules appendix at the back. I just love the fact that when you open this, it's so striking. And you've all your pictures from Indomitus. You've got some Elder, some Death Guard. How to paint your models, build and paint, so it kind of goes through stuff with you. There's the actual game inside of it. I can get these dice. Where's my dice? Got some nice terrain. That's the Kill Team terrain, I think. And then they have the absolutely gigantic deployable Fortress Whirlwind, the Primaris Whirlwind, sorry, and the ATV, the Honda ATV, which is pretty cool. Oh boy, this is yeah, hello, welcome to Astrology in the 41st Millennium with me, your host, the Lost and the Damned. So that's pretty cool. Imperial Sanctus, Imperial Nihilus. Is that the... I think that's out in the north where Dante is. Oh, there's a nice Blood Angel there, standing on Necron with a little plasma pistol. It's nice to see some Blood Angels. Sisters, the Inquisition. I don't know what this is, but this is mental. Right, so that's what I presume. Oh, you can't see this bit, sorry. And the shine isn't great. Okay. Boom. No. Okay. I'm gonna turn this one back on then. I'll just move it around. Alright, so there's like a giant... I think I've seen this picture online. There's a mushroom headed thing with guns. That looks like a sentry bot from Fallout. There's some kind of alien skull. There's some weird people that look like your man from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There's a floating space ball which you may have seen in Astartes. I'm going to presume they're related. There's a 3-eyed panel. There's a 16 mounted panel. And then there's this absolute crazy thing. Now when I said I was going to paint up a space shark, this is not what I was talking about. This guy has like a gun for a head, then he's firing a modified P90. He looks like a shark and he's got guns all over his back. And then there's the spawn thing down here. I mean, look at this mushroom, people. It's crazy, man. Perils unknown. Yeah, that is accurate. And then there's more. This crazy elf person thing. Or... unless these are all different aspects of... no, because that wouldn't make sense. This is the Inquisition. And there's like a jellyfish man whose head is all electric. That looks like a Brumac from Gears of War. That's definitely Chaos. Like, I mean, he's got nails in his head and he's got a star on his forehead. That has to be a worshipper of Slanesh. You can kind of see her there. The Dark Gods. Norval looks disgusting. Slanesh is just tentacles, which we expected no less. Korn is unhappy with his order, and Zinch is just giggling. Sad Imperialis. Right, ooh, look at this. A Warlord Titan. I'm not going to go through every page in this with you. I want to actually get to building the models. You see this? Oh, there's a shine on it. So there's like 1,000 Sun here, who has horns growing out of his crotch and underneath his armor plate. And our Primaris boy is chilling here with a sword saying, look at my flag. You see this flag? Look at it. You don't have a flag, I have a flag. I'm 100% going to read through all this at some point. It's just a very big book to be carrying around. Alien Ties. Small Blood Angels there, getting a lot of love in this. Alpha Legion. Inquisition. Yeah, there's a Robo Girly Man and all his blue boys. I love this piece of artwork when I was growing up. If you're looking for it, it's on page 69 of the core book. It was a cover on White Dwarf years ago. It was my favourite piece of Blood Angels art. Age of Witches. That's definitely an assassin. Don't know what that is. He's probably one of the High Lords of Terra. Probably an Iron Warrior. Some Hive Scum. And Admech, because she's got like light bulbs drilled into her forehead. Armies of the Imperium. So you tell, they're good guys, they're armies of the Imperium. Astartes. Different chapters. I wonder are my new boys there. No. Okay. Let's watch Astartes. Warzone Pariah, so that's obviously to do with the last Psychic Awakening thing. Adeptus Custards, Imperial Guard, Admech, Warzone Armageddon, so that must be... they must have included all of the Psychic Awakening updates into this, as in story updates. Imperial Knights, this is the tab thing. Imperial Agents, so you have the Officio, Assassinorum, Sisters of Silence, and Rogue Traders. And apparently you can't be a Rogue Trader without a sick ass mustache. So you have the Tech Marine, the Primaris Tech Marine, whose eye is actually plugged in with a cable to the quad cannon thing. The Imperial, the Space Marine Captain with the shield is just like holding the shield out like, I don't care, look at my shield. I got a skeleton on it, that's basically a bro. You have the Primaris Vindicator, which has legs and 8 flamers or stubbers or whatever guns they are, which is cool. But you have to admit, right, this picture up here, when you have all them guys out together, they look pretty baller. You have Dark Angels fighting demons on some sick tentacle Zinch planet. Ultramarines fighting Eldar, Space Wolves are fighting Orcs, Blood Angels fighting Tyranids. Oh, they actually look nice in Imperial Fist colours, fighting Death Guards. Obviously here's Rulebook Girly Man fighting the Morty, the big Mort. Of course they'd get the White Scars in with the Honda Civic bikes. The Salamanders would be pictures with the Melter Rifles, obviously, and then there is Primaris Blood Angels, Assault Marines. And what's the bets we can't take jump packs with them? Death Watch, Grey Knights, Sisters, Custards, Imperial Goods. It's actually a nice display of tanks. So we won't need these anymore because we've got the Primaris Vindicator now. I don't know what they're called, Wyverns or something. You have all the new AdMech stuff, so you have the Chicken Flyer, the D-Day hovercraft, because it looks like one of the boats from D-Day. Imperial Knights, fighting Chaos. Oh, what's in the dam? So it's like a bit of lore and then pictures of each of the armies and some serious, yeah, because there's Warzone Vigilus. Some serious artwork too, which is really nice. I just like looking at all the pictures. Alpha Legion, Black Legion, Wardbearers, Iron Warriors, Night Lords, the big Chaos Stargate, abandoned the fight, Morty, oh Morty, Death Guard and Ultramarines, Demons, Magnus, Magnificent, all of the greater demons of Chaos, including the 4-armed goat lady. This is awesome, I love this. He's like so mad. I love the fact that his visor grill is actually teeth. And then you can see some sick cow pictures in here. You got some Eldar, you got some Dark Eldar, you got some We Like the Dead Eldar, Warzone Laveneer. Yeah, see, I'm not up to date on the lore. You got Necrons, you got some Oruks, Tau Empire. They got a full spread in 2 pages. Yeah, damn right they do because they're awesome. 5th Spear expansion. You got some Nades. Gene Stealer Cult? Yeah. Gene Stealer Cult get a spread as well. So you got Eldar. I'm just looking at all the pictures in this book, there's so many. You got Dark Eldar fighting Imperial Guard and Imperials. You got Harley Quinns, you got We Like the Dead a lot, Avatar. And you got the Necrons. Orcs, and they've got Gaskell fighting Space Wolves. Tau Empire. Yeah, there she is, new Shadow Sun. So they basically included all the new character models into this, which is cool. G-Stealer Cult, they didn't get any new characters. And then we're into the rules, which is going to take some getting used to. because I basically zoned out and completely cut it out so I could get proper excited about reading all of this by myself. So this is the new layout. So it's battle round, so you command phase, movement phase, psychic phase, shooting phase, charge phase, fight phase, battle phase. So it just looks like the command phases. The new one, both players must have strategic resources and useful tactical abilities. That's cool. So all in, the rulebook smells amazing. It's got some sick Tau fighting Lids artwork, which is important. It's got some sick Eldar fighting Chaos artwork. It's got the old Titan in it. And a total of 369 pages, which is cool. It's more than a page a day. It's got a nice felt kind of material. I don't know what these are made of, I don't make them. That's the rulebook. It's hardback, which is good. It's a proper thick boy, and I'm going to stop rambling and start building some models. So that has been my review of the Indomitus box. We can come back and have a look at the Necrons once they're built. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.